So I'm honestly torn between what height to go with, and I still won't know my day one build. It's going to be a last second decision, but looking back at this 6'7" here, it's looking really similar of what I want to make day one. Now everybody's making 6'3", 6'2s because looking at all the animation requirements that 2K Lab posted on their website, all of the good dribble moves, or all the dribble moves that we know are good for season 1, are all gate kept or height capped at 6'4" and under. We've seen the Steph Curry combos, the De'Aaron Fox speed boost, cross launches. We've seen the John Morant behind the back and his dribble style, even stuff like Dwayne Wade. So De'Aaron Fox, Dwayne Wade, Trae Young, all of their animations were never height kept at 6'4", but now they are with all this new dribble stuff coming into play. So I was leaning towards making a 6'4", 6'3" type of two-way playmaker, but I made this post on Twitter and I'm letting you guys pick, and it's looking like it's leaning more towards the taller build, so I'm looking at this 6'7". Now it's not exactly meta, it's not a demigod in any way, it's just how I want to play the game. Just being tall, long wingspan. I think this is max wingspan on a 6'7", but I do want steal on this build, and I'll talk about that in just a second. We'll also talk about the dribble moves that I plan on using, but 92 perim, high speed, high agility, or at least enough agility to get on ball menace, some strength in there to get bronze movable enforcer, and that is a tier 2 badge, so I will bump that up to silver movable enforcer. And if you guys didn't know, your 3-point and mid-range ratings unlock things like your go-to shots, jump shots, dribble pull-ups, spin jumpers, and hop jumpers. So I definitely wanted to max out my shooting attributes, at least my mid-range, and my 3-point maxes out at a 79. And the playmaking's a little tough. You only get silver lightning launcher and silver unpluggable. It's like, why don't I just go down to a 6'6" and get gold lightning launcher and gold unpluggable? But why don't I just go down to a 6'5" and get Hall of Fame handles for days instead of gold handles for days? And why don't I just go down to 6'4" at that point to get the small guard animations? And then why don't I just go down to 6'3" to get mini marksman? You can see the whole trading attributes for height or trading height for attributes just becomes a big rabbit hole. So we just got to find that perfect blending of animations, badge thresholds, and height to just be all around what we want in a day one build. Two things I definitely want to do on this build: I would definitely take the layup down to probably 80. 80 gets me LaMelo Ball driving layup, or the layup style, and then 82 gets me the Tyrese Halliburton layup style. He had good Euro steps last year, and 84 now gives you Jimmy Butler layup style, which his was really nice last year. That alone should let me be able to get my speed ball up to an 80 to unlock Devin Booker and Luka Doncic dribble styles that we've seen, had pretty good speed boost in cross launches from the 2K25 Community Day gameplay. And it should let me at least get a silver interceptor, but I do want to go for 85 steal to get the gold interceptor. I liked Lonzo Ball playing online. He had gold interceptor. He was 6'7". I don't know his wingspan, but he was definitely present in the lanes. I also want to keep the 85 passing accuracy because I see a lot of point guard builds, especially just going lower passing accuracy and seeing how the passing lanes are. I definitely want higher, especially if I'm trying to be like an oversized two-way type of PG. I'm trying to be more of a pass first. I don't need OD offense, although I can probably score really consistently with the offense I have on this build. But pretty much I'm trying to drive and kick with a build like this. I want everything. I want rebounding. I want like a play glass type of build and like a 0.4 type of build all into one at the 6'7" height. You guys might call me crazy, but I might use my tier 1+1 badge on my handles for days and get Hall of Fame handles for days over getting, unpluckable from silver to gold. I'm going to try to see how that works. Obviously, I'm not trying to dribble in front of a defender's face, but I might dribble on these 6'3 PGs or these 6'2 PGs with very minimal defense. I'm looking through the 2K Labs animation requirements and just trying to piece together the animations that I would want on a 6'7 build. If I do go 6'7, it's looking like this with, some blank spaces. It doesn't look like 6'7s are going to get, too good of step backs or other things like that, but at least now whenever the full game comes out, we can test our build in the build tester and we can pick our animations, and then from that point on I'll have a better understanding of if going 6'7 is worth it, if their animations are good enough. You guys don't have to copy my animations or use my animations by any means because there's so much creativity and dribbling this year, I feel like. So just go off what you want. I'm just trying to make sure this height gets good enough dribbling so I can cook up with it. So 93 layup will probably be OD, especially, we're at point guard position. We have PGs guarding us that are 6'3", minimal defense. Being a big body with a high layup like that, might be really good. But you see, if we just take it down to 80, I hope to get good animations at 80. I like LaMelo Ball layup style last year. I hope it's still the same this year. If not, I'll bump it up to 82 or 84. I'll keep you guys updated. But we're only 95 overall out of 99, and we already have 60 offensive rebound. I would like to get, 70, because I'm pretty sure that's box out beast or something with the strength to match it. So I'd probably, get my rebounding up. It's pretty cheap at the 6'7" height. I would want to get my steal up for silver interceptor at least, to take full advantage of this height and wingspan. And I don't need that, that cracked out glove. I'm going to try to smother the ball handler. We've seen how effective that can be, in PvP game modes. If I can just smother them, beat them to the spot, be in their presence, just be all over them, what I'm saying? And just, have that high perimeter and, the immovable enforcer and the on-ball menace, just being tall and lanky, I think I'm going to be able to create a lot of turnovers that way, outside of, having steals where I reach and now I'm out of position, I'm frozen, and then I get beat. But you see, being 95 out of 99 overall, I'm pretty sure I can get something like silver interceptor and get some block on the build. And that's really all I need on this build, and I'll probably have some attribute points left over if I want to go a couple more attributes on the layup, or if I want to do a little bit more rebounding, or whatever the case may be. I'm aiming for a point forward, a playmaker, a play glass type of build at this tall height. Earlier in the year, a couple months ago, I said I wanted to make the tallest height that still gets gold handles for days, and now we get max plus one, so I'm hoping to get Hall of Fame handles for days on a 6'7" and be able to cook up. Later in the year, if I find out silver unpluckable just isn't working for me and I'm not choosing my matchups correctly, I will bump up unpluckable rather than handles for days and just have gold unpluckable and gold handles for days, still at the 6'7" max wingspan. But for season 1, I think I'm going to do Hoff handles for days and silver immovable enforcer for my 2 max plus 1 for tier 1 and tier 2, and I'm just going to pick my matchups accordingly. I'm not going to dribble on a lockdown. I'm not going to do all of this. I'm just going to simply, I'm not going to play out of body. I'm just going to play simple ball. I'm going to attack matchups. I'm going to dribble when I have the chance to dribble. I'm going to get clips when I have the chance to get clips. But I'm not looking to play out of body. I'm not looking to dunk on people, shoot limitless. I'm looking to just get to the rack, kick out, get to the rack, finish, cook up. There's a ton of different ways to score, ton of different ways to get open. You got go-to shots, hop jumpers reworked. You got, aggressive breakdown combos and regular breakdown combos being reworked. And all of these combos flow into each other. All these animations separately flow into each other really smoothly. So I'm really excited to, get in my dribble bag this year, but I don't need OD offensive attributes to, be an asset on the court, especially at point guard. Some things are just non-negotiable on this build. I want to have at least 90 ball handle to get gold handles for days. I want at least 80 speed with ball to get the dribble styles that I talked about. Devin Booker and Luka Doncic both looked really good whenever I tested the game. I want my max mid-range because that's going to allow me to unlock things like my dribble pull-up, my hop jumpers, my go-to shots that I can combo in and out of and speed boost out of, and just, break off of. Those things are non-negotiable. I really want to keep my 92 perimeter defense too, and my strength, just to be, smothering defensively, because being 6'7" max wingspan is already an attribute in and of itself. It's like, I don't need all those attributes. I'm preferring height over attributes. I'm trying to smother these dudes that are making 6'3s, that are making these demigods, and I'm trying to show people that height and wingspan and physicals play a bigger factor than people think. But then again, don't listen to me. I'm an old head, washed up dribbler, and I'm a casual, and I'm a rec player. So don't take any of my advice at all. Like, go watch somebody that's really good at the game and watch their build videos. Don't watch my shit. Don't make my stuff, bro. I'm just telling y'all, how I'm going to play the game and the build I'm leaning towards for day 1 of 2K25. I did look at the 6'6" height, so that build video will be on the 2K Labs channel here soon if it's not out already. And I am looking at a 6'5" height for Hall of Fame handles for days off rip, and then I can, use my max plus 1s on some scoring badges or some stuff like that. Every inch you go down, you get a little bit more stuff. So just trying to find that balance. I'm just trying to be really tall with a long wingspan. I'm not trying to lose sight of that. And every content creator is making a 6'4" or under. Every single content creator that I see. So I kind of want to be the guy that's gonna do the uncertain, go taller, and just figure out the game for taller, builds. So the other people that lean towards taller heights, they have somewhere to look towards or somewhere to look to try to get information on the game of being that taller height. So my bad about being late, man. I've been crazy busy with the 2K Labs, going to community day. I had to go to, I had to drive 10 hours somewhere and 10 hours back, and I've been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of stuff, just commotion been going on, all this information. My bad for not posting, but September will be daily uploads. Or, you know, something very close to that. Very consistent upload September, bro. I promise I got y'all. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging dry. So just look forward, you know, just look on the channel and just keep up to date to see what my day one build will be, and we'll go from there. As always, I love y'all boys for, you know, everything. You put me in a crazy position in life, so I can't thank you guys enough. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, man, catch you on the next one.